Okay, so no questions. Fine. Today's agenda, February, delete the offline pages over. Some max minimum language mod. Constant is there, okay. So I'm not sure if this is for that batch. Minus I have not covered, right?
Yeah, not covered.
I have covered minus?
No, not covered.
No. Okay. So today I will cover that one. Okay, let me tell you the agenda how I'm planning. If you need any modification in that, then please tell me. Okay. So agenda fib. These are the total agenda. Okay. In this few of the keywords they are missing. I will add that. All this we have covered. Okay, till here. So this is just like a base I'm trying to create first of all. And then on top of this, my plan is to cover till here. Till here. Okay. This will be second category. And then joins and all those things will come in third category, and then window functions in the fourth category. So that I want to introduce you all these basic keywords so that when you start working on joins and the advanced SQL window functions and all those things, so we can use that. Because suppose if I'm using joins, I told you joins, and suddenly if I'm using any of these keywords, so everything will be confused that, okay, what is the purpose of this keyword? First of all, tell me this. Okay. That is why I'm trying to finish first of all these basic keywords, and then once this is done, this is concrete in your brain, then we will start with the joins, independent query, correlated query. Okay. Okay, fine. So here I'm trying to create a table A, employee A. This is the table structure. And then next table, employee B. Okay, you have data in front of you, right? You can see table A, table B is there. Okay. And guys, don't try to make a note of all those things. I'm sharing the hands-on session because just concentrate on the learning aspect, that how the logic is and what are things. Okay. Here, okay. So these two tables you have in front of you. Employee A, these are the data 0, 0, 1, 1, 2, 2, and all those things. And employee B, this is the data. Okay. I'm writing something here. I know many of you know the concepts of minus, but please forget all those concepts right now. Okay. Select a star from employee A minus select a star from employee B. Before teaching this, what this will do, let me tell you something about this. Okay, suppose you have one table, employee A. I'm just giving you an example. Employee A. In that you have ID 1, 2, 3. Okay, and then you have second table, employee B. Again, you have column ID, and this is like 3, 4, 5. Okay. Now I'm telling you that, okay, tell me the employee IDs. Okay, tell me the IDs. Tell me the IDs which is present in table A but not present in table B. So what will be your answer? IDs which are present in table A but not present in table B. What will be your answer?
1, 2.
1, 2, correct? 1, 2 are the IDs which are present in table A but not present in table B. So many a times when you're working in ETL project, okay, you got the source file from the source team and you have loaded that in your stage table. Okay. After that, you're loading data in that integration layer. or access layer. In some projects, you have direct access layer. In some projects, you have 3 layers, staging, integration, and then access. Okay, I don't want to discuss on that. So you have loaded data in that integration layer, and you wanted to confirm. And and when you have a look in that log tables, you observe that some records are missing. Suppose in a stage there was 10 records, and integration layer you have only 7 records. I'm not sure if you're understanding or not. Suppose in a stage you have 10 records, and integration layer you have only 7 records. So what about 3 records? Where they went? There is a missing 3 records, right? What happened? Anyone who has worked on ETL project, can you tell me what happened with the 3 records? Okay, how many of you have worked in ETL project here? May I know?
Yeah.
Dania has worked, Mrinal has worked. Okay.
Yeah.
Have you came across this scenario? Be honest, okay? If you have not came across, that's fine. I will try to explain you. Okay, not an issue. So suppose you have received, let me take the source file as well. Suppose you have received data in source file and you have 10 records. Okay, in source file from Unix command wc-l, you can see that how many count are there. Okay, and this is the flow. So in source file, suppose 10 records are there. You have loaded that data in that staging layer. Okay, in staging, you observe that 10 record is there. So these two are fine. Okay, happy scenario. Both count is same. After a stage, you loaded data in integration layer, and then you observe the count here only 7 records. So one thing is damn sure, 3 records are missing. Am I correct?
Yeah.
Yes, correct. No, 3 records are missing. This is sure. Now you will search that what all 3 records are missing. Suppose take the example of this only. Maybe like 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You have received this 10 records in the staging. Okay, this is in staging layer. 6, 7, 8, 9. 3 records are missing here, correct? Now you wanted to know that what all 3 records are missing. So 1, 2, you told me that is missing. Any other record which is missing in table B in integration layer? Suppose this is integration layer and this is a stage layer. What else record is missing, guys? Please tell me.
1, 2, and 10.
1, 2, and 10. 10 is also missing. Okay. This was easy because you have only 10 records. You have told me just by looking into this that, okay, Tanvir, 1, 2, and 10 is missing. What if you have millions of records? This is not possible to do the manual analysis, correct? So in those cases, you have a query that is known as minus. Okay, this is known as minus. Okay, so what this minus will do, this minus keyword, you have to write the column, select ID from employee A. Okay, and then write minus select ID from employee B. Okay, please guys try to understand. Minus is very important keyword of SQL world. So you will write select ID from employee A minus exactly same as minus what you know from your basic 2 or 3 class whatever studied. Okay, select ID from employee B, and this is again same minus which you use in Python. Okay, so from this what it means, like the IDs which is present in employee A, IDs which is present in employee A, I want those IDs which are missing in employee B. Okay, or in other sentence, IDs which are present in employee A but missing in employee B. This is the meaning of this query. Is this clear? IDs which is present in employee A, the first table, but those who are missing in employee B. So if I will execute this query, what will be the output?
1 to
IDs
10.
present in employee A but not present in employee B. So 1, 2, and
20.
10 will be the output. This is the meaning of this query. Is this clear? Now,
Yeah.
suppose second scenario, suppose in employee B, I have one more record with ID 11. Okay. And suppose I have written this query. Now I'm writing this query. Select ID from employee B minus select ID from employee. Now, what is the meaning of this? Who will explain this? First of all, tell me what is the meaning of this query?
The one which are in B and not in A.
The one which are in B, the IDs which are present in employee B table, but not present in employee A table. So always this, the first table name which you are mentioning, you are searching in that, the IDs which are missing in the second table. Okay. So here what will be the output, guys?
0. Null.
0. No, there is one ID in employee B which is missing in employee A. Please have a look. Please see here.
Oh, 11. Yeah.
11, right? 11 is the ID which is present in employee B table, but missing in employee A table. Is this clear? You understood the concept of minus?
Okay.
Okay. Now, many times it will happen when you are working on incremental load or full load, not in truncate load, but generally incremental load or full load, this happens. That some IDs, like exactly same scenario, some IDs which are present in employee A table but missed in employee B, somewhere in employee B table but missed in employee A. Okay, then how you will find it? Suppose if you will use this query, so from this query you will get the information about only this 1, 2, and 10. That okay, these IDs are present in employee table but was missing in employee B. But there is again one issue in this. How, from where this 11 ID came, right? This was not present in the stage. Correct? No, but this is again an issue. So for this, you have to execute this query as well. Am I correct? Correct.
Yeah.
So
With
whenever, yeah, any question?
I'm telling you, with union we can execute both the query.
Union, correct. I will come to that union. That's correct. Totally correct. Okay. So that is what union will come into picture. But before that, is minus clear?
Yeah.
Correct. Okay. Now this is one scenario. Let me show you this with the help of this. Now here I am executing this selected star from employee A minus selected star from employee B. Before running this, tell me what should be the output. You have data in front of you of employee A and employee B. What will be the output,
2.
guys?
2. 2.
Output will be 2. Anything else? Anyone else?
Yeah, only 2, I guess. Yeah.
You all agree with 2? Anyone who has just some different thought? No. Okay. 2. What? Okay. So you got 2 here. So who has told me that 2? Please give me the justification why you have told 2.
Because 2 is missing in
Because 2 is
employee
the
B.
extra one, right? Okay. Okay. 1 minute. Okay. This is this clear to everyone? Guys, please reply. If you will not reply, how I will
Yeah.
confirm that you're understanding or not.
Yeah.
Everyone, right? This is clear?
Mhm.
Okay, fine. Now, okay, this is clear. I'm changing the record in this employee B table. Because minus is very tricky, and especially for those who are preparing for interviews. So I'm trying to tell you the tricky part where you might get confused. Okay, now in employee B table, I have deleted the previous data. Now you have only this data, 0, 1, and D. Okay, in employee B table, you have 0, 1, and 3. Okay, fine. Now again, I'm running this query, A minus employee B. What should be the output in this scenario? In employee B, please note you have only 0, 1, and 3, and employee A, you have 0, 0, 1, 1, 2, 2, and null. What should be the output now?
2 only.
same.
Output will be same too, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Anyone else? Okay, let me run this. 2 and null is coming. Why?
Okay, actually you remove the null, like I said. Null will be there.
Okay, so now the output is 2 and null. Is this clear to everyone why null is coming now?
No.
No. Okay, see, here in employee A table, you were having null record as well, correct?
Yeah.
It was there. But in employee B table, I told you that intentionally I have deleted this table and then I inserted only 0, 1, and 3. So now if you see
yeah.
that null record is not present in employee B table, that is why when I have executed this minus query, I got null as well here.
Yeah,
Is this
actually
clear?
null was written there, insert into employee B
Okay,
value
so you
null.
are considering
That
this,
was
but I have
confusing.
told you
Yeah.
to consider this record. Okay. So null was not present. Okay, now I'm inserting null in this employee table. Fine. Now employee table. Oh, sorry, null was already there, no employee table. Null was already there. 1 minute, guys.
In B matrix.
Now I've inserted null in employee B. Okay, let me show you this. In employee B, you have null, right? 0, null, 1, 3. Okay, null is also there. Now again, I am executing this query. Select a staff employee A minus select staff employee B. What should be the output now? Now null is present in both the tables. That's the only twist.
Then 2.
Only 2,
2.
right? Okay.
Yeah.
Only 2 is coming. What you understood from this? Minus is able to handle null or not.
Yeah. It's able to handle null.
Correct? Minus is able to handle null. Why I am telling especially about null? Because null is a very special scenario. Okay, null is a very special scenario in SQL world. So you should know the behavior of null with minus, union, union all, intersect, join, and all those things. So minus is able to handle null. First thing. Now this is clear. Now, second question is, here you can see that in employee A, you have records with 2, 0. Is it there? Yes or no?
Yeah.
Yes. In employee B, how many 0 records are there?
One.
Only 1,
2.
0, right? Where is 2, boss? This is the record. Please concentrate on this one. Don't look
Okay,
at
okay.
this. I'm running this again. Only 0, null, 1, and 3. Hope this is clear. Okay. My question is, when I have executed this query, employee A minus employee B, in employee A, there is 2 records with 0. In employee A, there is 2 records with 0. And employee B, you have only 1 record with 0. So when I have used this minus operator, why I have not got 0 as an output? Because here one extra 0 is present if I compare with employee B. Why 0 is not coming here? It should come, right? Because we are telling the IDs which are present in employee A but not present in employee B. So here we have 2, 0 and here we have only 1, 0. Correct? So 1, 0 should come here, no? Suppose if you have 200 rupees note and I have only 100 rupees note. And if I will tell that, okay, Mrinal is having 200 rupees note, Tanvir is having only 100 rupees note. Mrinal minus Tanvir. So output should be 100 because you have 100 extra. Am I correct? The same way, but why minus is not giving you 0 as an output here? First of all, is my question clear?
Yes.
Okay, clear to everyone? No.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. So then think and tell me, yeah,
So
this
it
is
is
not a
a
very, yeah, come on, tell me.
so it is using the set operation. In a set operation means it is removing the duplicates and
Moving duplicates. Correct. Okay.
duplicates
Okay.
and then means set operation minus it is doing. So
Okay, fine.
basically, before subtracting it, so it is taking the uniqueness of both the from both the tables and it is minusing.
Okay, very good. See, when I have written this query, okay, so this query is exactly same as this query. First of all, tell me yes or no. Select ID from employee A minus select ID from employee B. They both are correct. They both are same query. right? Because if I'm writing a star, you have only one column, ID only. If I write a star, if I write ID, they both are one and the same. For this case, not in general. Maybe in employee table, if you have 3, 4, 5 column, that is different. Okay, this is the one you're writing. Okay, let me execute this again. And you got output as only 2. My question was that in employee A table, you have 2 records with 0, and employee B table, you have only 1 record with 0. So ideally, you should get 1, 0 as an output. That should be here apart from 2. Okay, this was the question. So why this is not coming? So please try to understand. Actually, what is happening when you are executing this query? So SQL is not considering this query. SQL is translating this query to other format. SQL is SQL engine, okay? It is converting this query in this format. Okay, so you are thinking that I'm executing this query, but actually which query is getting executed? This one. Okay, so SQL is translating that to this query and it is calculating distinct ID from employee A. Now tell me in employee A, what are the distinct IDs, guy? 0, 1, 2,
1, 2,
and null.
null.
Correct. So it will give you 0, 1, 2, and null. Okay. Similarly, distinct ID from employee B. What are the distinct ID in employee B? 0, 1, 3 null, right? These are the values. 0, 1, 3 null. Okay. Then now it will do A minus B. So here 2 is the extra record and that's why you got 2 as an output. Is this clear? So guys, see, if you're getting this question in the interview that, okay, what is the output? You will tell that, okay, 2 is the output. So interviewers can confuse you that, okay, here 0 is coming twice. Why don't you think that this is coming twice? And you will tell that this is the behavior of minus. No, that is not sufficient. If you're explaining this part that, okay, actually this is happening. Minus by default, it has distinct operator. Okay, and that is why this is getting ignored. But if someone is asking you this question that, okay, the 0 is coming again, and if you're doing minus, that is a valid question. Here you have 2 zeros, and here if you have only 1 0. So in minus, I am expecting 1 0 to be here. Okay, but actually what is happening? Whenever you're writing minus operator, distinct is coming into picture. Hope this is clear.
Okay.
Not sure to everyone. This anyone who wants me to repeat, please tell me. Prasad, is it clear?
Yes.
Okay, anyone who wants me to repeat, please tell me. I'm more than happy to repeat it. No confusion. Perfect. Okay. I hope you have understood this. So this was the two scenario relating to minus. You have to be very careful and you should know that minus can handle null because I will show you many scenarios where minus will fail in the, some SQL keywords will fail to handle null records. But here we have seen two things you have to remember, three things. Okay, the first is what is minus? Minus operator will tell you the records which is present in the first table but not present in the second table. That's the basic definition of minus operator. Second twist is that minus by default it has distinct. Okay, first of all you are thinking that I'm executing this query, but actually this query is not getting executed. This is getting translated in this format. The first of all SQL engine will calculate the distinct values and then it will do a minus. Third operation, minus can handle your null records as well. If null is present in one table and not present in another table, then minus can handle it. Hope this is clear. Okay. Now there's one more twist as well. Employee 1. Okay, so this is the data in front of you. Select a star from employee 1. I think I've not inserted the record on the telephone. Okay, in employee 1, this is the record. Now you guys have to answer the question. And employee B, you have employee 2, you have this is the these are the records in employee 2 table. Okay, hope this structure is clear. Not enough values. Fine, so these are the records. Hope the structure is clear to you. Now, I'm writing a query and you guys have to tell me the output for that. Select a star from employee 1 minus select a star from employee 2. If I will run this query, what should be the output?
I guess it will throw the error
It will throw error. Why it will throw error?
because number of columns are different.
Number of columns is different. Very good. So whenever you're writing a minus query, you have to take care that the number of columns should be same in both the table and the data type should also be same. Okay, let me run this. Query block has incorrect number of columns. Okay. Why? Because in employee 1, you have 2 columns, ID and name. And employee 2, you have only ID. So how you can do a minus? From which column you have to compare? SQL engine will get confused. And that's why it has thrown this error message. But in the previous case, you can see I have used here my star. Okay. And there was no error message. Why? Because in both the tables, you have one column. So that is why that there was no confusion. Suppose if they have 2 columns in both the tables, so again, there will be no confusion. But if the number of columns is different, like here in employee 1, you have only 1 column ID, sorry, 2 columns ID and name, but in employee 2, you have only 1 column ID. That is why this is throwing this error message. So what you understood? So whenever you're using minus, you have to be careful with the number of columns what you are using. Hope this is clear. Or as instead of ID star, if I'm writing this column name, ID, name, ID. So what about this? What will happen if I will execute this? Yeah, come on guys. If I will execute this, what should be the output?
Again, we'll get error.
It will again give that error because in the first employee 1 table, you have 2 columns, right? And employee 2 tables, you have only 1 column. So the main story is the number of columns in 2 tables, whatever you want to compare must be same. So here, SQL engine will get confused that with whom I have to compare. Shall I compare this ID with this ID or this name with ID? That's why this is throwing you error message. Okay. But instead of this, if you're deleting this name and if you're just comparing the ID with the ID, there will be no error. It will throw you the exact output, what is expected. So this is the output. Hope this is clear. Okay, what about this? If I write select name from employee 1 minus select ID from employee 2, what should be the output of this query?
We'll get error.
Error.
Error. Why error?
The data type is not matching.
Data type is different. Here name, this is varchar2 and here ID, this is number. So you cannot use minus operator with 2 columns which have different data types. Expression, you must have same data type as corresponding expression. Hope this is clear. These are the few points which you have to keep in your mind whenever you're using minus operator. Okay, the first thing is the number of columns must be same in both the tables. Okay, not in both the tables, in the query. Suppose here, if I'm using ID. Okay, so when I've executed this, you got the correct, expected output. Okay, you got some output here. But in employee 1, you have 2 columns, and employee 2, you have only 1 column. So I'm not bothered at how many columns are present in employee 1 or employee 2. I'm just bothered about this syntax. If you're using minus, so here how many columns you have mentioned. So same number of columns must be present in this in your second table query. That's the thing. In employee 1, you have 20 columns. In employee 2, you have only one column. That's not a problem for me. If you're mentioning only one column here, that is fine. Okay. Any question on this minus operator?
No.
No questions. Okay. Okay. So hope this is clear. Hope this is clear. Okay, again, I will insert this records in table. Okay, and let me show you some more example. Select ID from. Okay, before that. Suppose this is table A. Okay. And this is table B. Okay. And I am doing a write on this paint is very tough. A minus B. Okay. And this portion is your 1. This portion is 2nd. This portion is 3rd. This one. Okay. Hope you understood this. So if I am doing A minus B, which portion will be fetched here? 1, 2, or 3?
1.
1 minus 2.
1 minus 2. No. If
only
I'm
one.
executing A minus B, so which area will be fetched? Area 1, area 2, or area 3?
Area 1.
Area 1. Why? Because A minus B is telling you that the area or the items which is present in A but not present in B. So area 1, this area is present in A but not present in B. Okay. Correct. So this is like your area 1. This is present in only A, not in B. Okay. Now, if I'm doing B minus A, B minus A, then what should be the output?
3.
Is it correct? 3 is the correct output. Everyone agree?
Yeah.
Okay. So you will get 3 as an output. Hope this is clear now. Okay. Now, select ID from employee A, and then I'm trying to introduce you intersect operator. Select ID from employee B. Okay. Before that, try to understand what is intersect. Okay, no. You guys think and tell me. This is a written in front of you employee A table, and this is the employee B table. I'm executing this query, select ID from employee A, intersect, select ID from employee B. You will get some output on your screen, and then you have to tell me what this intersect is doing. This is the output. Now tell me what intersect is doing. 0, 1, and null is the output. So what is the special thing about this 0, 1, and null that intersect has given you this? Who will tell me?
Both are common. So these are common in both the tables.
These are common in both the tables. So 0, you can see this is present in employee A and employee B as well. 1 is present in both the tables and null is present in both the tables. Hope this is clear. So intersect means tell me the IDs or tell me the data which is present in, or you can tell which is common in both the tables. Any question on this, guys? No question. If I will execute this one, I will reverse it. Employee B and employee A. Then what should be the output? Same output or different
Same.
output?
Same.
Same output. They both are one and the same. Same output. Correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Now coming to this paint. So A intersect B, which area?
Two.
Which area will come here?
2.
2. Intersect. It is very difficult to write using pens. Intersect. So 2 is the correct answer, right? Because area 2 is common in both A and B. So you are bothered about area 2. This is the intersect part. Okay. Okay. And A intersect B and B intersect A, they both are one and the same. And this is also handling null records. Okay. Now, next one. Select, no, leave this. Select ID from employee. Not coming to union. Okay, in intersect, can I use 3 tables?
Yeah,
Suppose I
you
have
can
one more
use.
table C.
Yes.
Can we use that?
Yeah.
This is an assignment. You guys have to try this. Take some example and try to use 3 tables like this. And then check the result what you're getting. Okay. This is exactly same as this one. Suppose if I will create one more circle here. Okay. Let me create one more circle. And this is 4. So if I will tell you that A intersect B intersect C, so what should be the output? 4 is the common area in A, B, and C. So that output, if you are using 3 intersect, A intersect B intersect C, it means the common in all the 3 tables. So you can see area 4 is common in all the 3, right? Guys, is this clear? Area 4 is common in all the 3. Okay. You can try this at your home. Try to create a table and see if the intersect is taking care of 3 tables or not. Okay, now coming to union. Let me tell first of all what this union will do. This is employee A and this is employee B. Okay. Union will tell you the distinct record which is present in employee A and distinct record which is present in employee B, and then it will take the distinct of both the values. Let me show you here. I'm running this query. See, what is the output? 0, 1, 2, 3, and null. Okay, so how this is happening? Let's try to understand. When you're writing select ID from employee S, union select ID from employee B, so actually this is getting converted in this format. Select distinct ID from employee A, select distinct ID from employee B. So what all are the distinct ID in employee A table? 0, 1, 2, and null, right? So 0, 1, 2, and null. These are the distinct IDs in employee A table. Non-employee B, what are the distinct IDs? 0, 1, 3, and null. 0, 1, 3, and null. Now, take this record and take this record. So out of this 2 set of records, what are the distinct records? Now tell me. Guys, this question is over to you. Please reply. What are the distinct records in those 2 set of records? 0, 1, 2 null and 0, 1, 3 null.
0, 1, 2,
0, 1, 2,
0,
3.
1, 2, 3, 2,
Null.
3, null.
Null.
This is the
Yeah.
distinct
Output.
after comparing this 2 set of data. 0, 1, 2, 3 null. You got the same output here. 0, 1, 2, 3 null. So hope you understood how union works. So union means it is taking the distinct in both the tables and then final distinct. So two layer of distinct is working here. First of all, distinct IDs from this table. It has these are the output 0, 1 to null, right? 0, 1, 2 and null. And then distinct ID from employee B table. So here 0, 1, 3 null. And then taking the final distinct of these two records. That's why output is 0, 1, 2, 3 and null. Okay. Any question on this?
Tanvir, why are we using distinct? Means above query we are using select ID from employee. Okay, so this will give duplicates also.
Right.
Okay, so we can use union all.
Union all I have not taught now. I will teach you that come. If you have any question on union, tell me. If in this concept, if you have any question, any special thing, any exceptional scenario, tell me if this is clear or not.
The column name should be same.
Sorry, Dhanya, can you repeat?
Is it something like the column name also should be same in both the select query?
That is important. That is important in all the things: minus, intersect, union, all. Okay. Okay. So actually, I have written this distinct here because actually you have executed this query. Okay. But when you are executing this, the SQL engine is converting this query in this format. It is assuming that first of all, I have to calculate distinct. Don't think that I'm executing this one. I have not executed this query, guys. I have executed this only. But here this ID SQL is considering that, okay, first of all, I have to find distinct. Okay, then it is calculating this thing. And after that, you're getting this output. Okay, any question on this part, the union part, how this is working here?
Tanvir, one question. Suppose we are using we are using suppose around 10 queries from 10 tables.
10
So
tables.
it is tightly coupled, right? So if any query got failed, so whole the query will get filled, right?
Correct.
So is there any way that if suppose one of the query got failed, or suppose table not found, so we should that query the whole query should not get failed.
No, in SQL, entire SQL, you work with any keyword. Okay, any keyword or any function of SQL, union, joins, or whatever it is. You have written 300 lines of code. Okay, and this is for everyone. Please try to understand. You have written 300 lines of code. Okay, and suppose in some particular, suppose you are using union, and same mistake you have done. You have used your ID common name, and you have kept only ID here. Okay, and you're executing this. Fine. So you will get error message. So in the entire 300 line of code, even if you have done mistake anywhere, so entire query will throw error message that this is the error message that will not give you result. Okay, and this is generic to any programming language. So that is why that means if you think that, okay, this particular keyword is working perfectly, other is not working perfectly, that should give me the result. No, it will not give you. Until and unless the syntax, suppose if the syntax is correct, okay, and that is the different scenario, the data is not fetching, that's a different scenario. For that, you will get data. But if there is syntax issue, if syntax is not correct, so the entire query will fail. That will not give you result. There are no other ways for that. I'm not sure if this is the question you have asked.
Yeah. Actually, in one of my project, I have faced same the issue that we have used lot of union operation particular tables. So in one of the table we are table is got dropped. So for that only we.
I will tell you best practice
query.
for that. Tell you best practice for that. Whenever you're using union, join with that, keep that in brackets. So keep it like this one. Okay, and then take union. Suppose again you have two tables. So keep that in different brackets like this. Okay, write your query, whatever it is here, whatever it may be here. Okay, Then again write union and then write the queries. So from this, readability will be very easy. And suppose if it is getting failed, you can check the combination of two where the issue is. You can run this one, you can run the other one. So that will be very helpful to analyze as well. Okay, but to answer your first question, if there is a mistake in anyone, so that cannot give you a result. So the entire query, all the syntax of all the keywords must be correct. The entire SQL. Okay, fine. I think Dhanya has asked some question. Yeah, correct. So okay, hope this is clear. Now coming to the question, I think what Dhanya has asked at that moment. So ID from employee one, and if I'm writing here union, now tell me what should be the output, guys, for this case. This is the data in front of you, employee one and employee two. What should be the output?
1 2 3 3 4 5.
1 2 3 3 4 5.
Yeah.
Is it the output?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, 1 2 3 3 4 5. Okay. Let's try to understand this.
It will be unique, I guess. Yeah. For all it will become 1 2 3 3
1 2 3 3 4 5 will be the output, correct? This is what you're telling.
No, it will be 1 2 3 4 5.
1 2 3 4 5. Okay. 1 2 3 4 5. How many of you think that 1 2 3 4 5 will be the output? Prasad, what is your thought?
Yeah, 1 2 3 4 5 only.
1 2 3 4 5. Okay, let's try to understand. Even I don't know. First of all, what will happen when you will execute this query? As a SQL engine, what it will do? It will translate that to this format. Always go with the concept, guys. Okay. When I will teach you joins as well. So try to understand the concept. What exactly SQL engine is doing? It will convert this to this format. Is this clear? First step.
Yeah.
Okay. Distinct ID from employee one. What are the distinct ID in employee one table? 1, 2, and
1 2
3.
3.
Okay. So by default, they have distinct values. Perfect. In employee two, what are distinct values? 3, 4, and 5. Okay. 3, 4, and 5. After this, what SQL engine will do? It will show you that, okay, this is the result, right? I've told you one more step after this. What was that? Who has remembered that step? After this, there was one more step SQL engine is doing. And nobody remembers?
Combining.
Yeah. Finally, what it is doing after this? It will keep this in a bucket, it will keep this in a bucket, and it will show that, okay, this is the output. If you remember,
One with another.
no. Finally, I've told you that after this, it will take the final distinct of both this set of records. Correct?
Both the set of records.
Correct, no? I've told you finally it will take the final distinct of both these records. So after this, what it will do? It will keep the result like this: 1, 2, 3, 3, 4, 5, right? After this, it will take the final distinct of this. So if I will take the final distinct of this, so output will be 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. That is why this is the correct output: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So here it is taking distinct 2 times. First distinct will happen here, and second distinct on the final set of data. Is this clear? Shall I repeat? Guys, please tell yes or no, true or false, 0 or 1.
Yeah, it is clear.
Clear.
So what would be the output?
Yeah, output will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let me run this. SQL command not properly indent. Where is the mistake? Distinct ID. Okay. No, but they should give the output. No? I think this is the one it is taking here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think
But
if you're writing
union,
distinct.
but union combines the duplicate. It gives the duplicate value now.
Union all gives the duplicate. Union doesn't give the duplicate.
Okay.
I will show you union all now. Okay, correct. Okay, any question on union? Because like union, intersect, minus, this, at least for me, this was very confusing. Okay, fine. Now coming, yeah.
Let's say the ID column name in employee 2 is emp_id. So in that case, this will work.
MP_ID. Sorry, I didn't get your question. Can you please repeat?
Let's say the ID column name in employee 2 table is.
Oh, that's not a problem. That's not a problem. I'm not bothered with the name. Name whatever you want, you can keep it. That's not a problem. Okay, that I'm not concerned about that. That is same anywhere in entire SQL world, whether you are joining two tables, using minus, intersect, whatever it may be. I'm not bothered with the name. I'm just bothered about the data type. That should be same. Okay, and let me show you one more interesting thing here. Danya, have I answered your question? What you have asked? Is that clear?
Yeah, it's clear.
Okay. Now, here I've used name from employee 1, ID from employee 2. Now I'm using union. What's the output? And what's the reason? Who will tell me?
Data type is.
Data type is not same because the name you can see in employee 1, the name is varchar 2, and here ID is number. That is why this is the output. So data type must be same. Okay, or else if I keep like this, what should be the output, guys? Incorrect number of result column. This is behaving exactly same what I have shown you in that minus operator. Okay. Now. Okay, fine. Now I'm moving to union all. Okay, union I have told you. Now coming to this pen union. If I will tell you A union B, what should be the output?
1, 2, 3.
A union B.
4 is also there.
I'm telling only A union B.
4.
Okay. Ignore this C circle. Okay. And this 4. Okay. Consider only A and B. And you have 1, 2, 3. So I'm telling A union B. What should be the output?
1, 2, 3.
1,
2 and 3.
2, and 3. Is it correct, everyone?
Yeah.
Okay. But 2 is coming in area A and 2 is coming in area B as well. So I think the output should be 1, 2, then 3. What do you think? Are you getting my thought, what I'm telling? My thought goes that 2 is common in both A and B. So it should be 1, 2, 3. This should be the output of A union B. What do you think, guys?
1, 2, and 3.
1, 2, and 3. Why this? Why not this? Why this should not be the output? What's the reason?
Union removes the duplicate value.
Union removes the duplicate. Perfect answer. Because Tanvir, if you're using this 2, so this 2 is repeating here, and we know that union removes the duplicate on top of the result set. It will remove duplicate with 2 tables, and another the top of the result set as well. That's why the output is 1, 2, 3. Okay, now coming to union all. Okay, I'm executing this again. Okay, look at the output and tell me what is happening here. 1, 2, 3, 3, 4, 5. What is happening here?
It's
Duplicate value
there.
is there.
It has fetched all the data of employee 1 and all the data of employee 2. Is this the correct answer?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Now. Okay. No. Sorry. Before this, let me twist this little bit. Now in employee A, you have 2 records with 1. See, I have inserted intentionally 2 records with ID 1. Let me add it here. That will be more easy. Figure it out. Fine. Now I have one more record one with an employee one. Now if I'm executing this, what should be the output? 1, 2, 3, 1, 3, 4, 5, right? That should be the output. Or 1, 2, 3, 3, 4, 5.
1, 2, 3, 3, 4, 5.
But this one is twice here, no? So one should come 2 times.
Yeah.
What do you think?
This will also take the select distinct ID in
Okay.
its
Okay. So you are telling that, Tanvir, first of all, this query will be translated in this format. It will calculate the distinct, correct? And then after that, it will find the final one. Okay. So that doesn't happen here in union all. Union all is a very straightforward. Okay. What it will do? It will pick all the IDs from the employee one. So employee one, what all IDs you have? 1, 2, 3, 1, right? These are the 4 IDs present in employee one. Non-employee 2, what all IDs you have? 3, 4, 5. And then no distinct, nothing will happen in union all. Okay. Let me show you this one. Let me execute this. Can you see here? 1, 2, 3. 1 is again coming. 3, 4, 5. So there is no concept of distinct in union all. It is very, very simple. It will pick all the records from the first table, all the records from the second table, and then it will keep that in a bucket, and then it will show you that, okay, this is the item present in the bucket. He is very simple guy. No distinct, nothing he will do. Is this clear?
Yeah.
Others, is this clear?
Yeah.
Okay. So now, if I will write name instead of ID here, what will happen?
Error.
Error. Why? Incorrect
Column.
data type. Correct. And similarly, if I will write ID comma name, again that will be an issue. Okay. Now, just one more last record, and then I will close the session. Sorry, guys, we are late today. I just want to show you the behavior of null as well. I have inserted null record. Okay, and then I'm executing this employee 1 union employee 2. Let's see what's output. It is checking null, correct? And suppose if the null record is present in this as well. So what do you think it will take? It will show you 2 null or only 1 null? 2 nulls, okay. See, please make a note. I have told you union all is a very simple. It will not do anything distinct in all those things. It will take all the values from the first table, all the values from the second table, and it will show you the result. Now see, do you have 2 nulls here? So this proves that union all doesn't work on distinct. Okay. So that's all, guys, for today. We have discussed intersect, minus, union, and union all. This was very, very simple and very confusing as well. Hope you guys were thinking that, might be thinking that yes, this was confusing. But if you go from the SQL perspective, that exactly how SQL interprets this, where the distinct works, how it is calculated, overall distinct, this will be the simplest one. Okay. So you have to understand from SQL engine perspective all the concepts. Okay. Final call. Any questions? Okay, if no questions, fine.
No question.
So those who are following me on LinkedIn, so yesterday I have posted answer of one very good question. So maybe you will get the notification. Please go through that. That's very, very good question. And go through that. If you need any clarification, please let me know. Those who are interested. Okay, fine. Okay, guys, thank you. Thank you for your time. I will share the assignment of yesterday and today's session as well. And please solve it and share with me by end of day. We'll discuss that tomorrow. Thank you. Take care. Bye. And please let me know if you have any feedback, especially negative feedback. I'm interested. Okay. Yeah, some question. Someone was asking question. Okay. If no, fine. Take care. Bye.
Bye.